Hey guys, so today I'm going to be recommending you all some kanji learning materials. I got just some basic kanji books over here, and then I got some kanji workbooks and some practice sheets to show you. And that's what we're going to be looking at today, so hopefully you'll find this helpful. And I'm going to start with recommending this dictionary. This is actually a dictionary that my teacher recommended me long ago, like maybe 10 years ago, and I still use it. I'm really glad I purchased this. It's really nice quality. I like that they show you different words that goes with the kanji here, as you can see. And it's just a really nice dictionary to own. And they show you step by step how to write the kanji, which is also nice. So this is by Jack Halpern, I think is how you pronounce it. Here's the back. I believe you can still get this on Amazon. It is a little pricey, but definitely worth the money. Especially if you like to have physical copies of dictionaries or books. This is definitely one to get and to add to your collection. So that's the first one I recommend. The next one I'm going to recommend here is the Quick Mastery of Vocabulary Basic 1800. And the reason why I recommend it is because it comes with this handy little red sheet here. I don't know if you noticed, but there is text in red, so you can cover up the answers with the red sheet here. You can study that way. And I've used this book quite a bit. It's one of my favorites. It's not all kanji in here, but there's definitely plenty of kanji that you can learn in here, as you can see. So you will need to have mastered all the hiragana and katakana to be able to use this book. There is no romaji. And I like that because in Japan there is pretty much no romaji at all. People don't really use romaji there much at all. So it's better if you just start forcing yourself to read real Japanese. And that's what this book does, which I really like. So I'm going to actually move on to a little more advanced stuff here. And these are all in Japanese, so there is no romaji. These are books that kids use to help them learn kanji. So this here is a 3rd grade level. So this is probably a little more advanced for most of the viewers here, but it's still interesting to look at. It's got some really nice activities here. I really like this book a lot. I kind of want to get grades 1 and 2 at some point if I can find it. The next one I'm going to recommend here are my Doraemon books. I cannot recommend these enough. So these are all in Japanese as well. You all have seen these and the insides of these already, but I will show them again. So this book here is for grades 1 through 6. And one of the reasons why I like it so much is because of the layout. The layout is very nice. Most people will find these two more helpful than that one. And that is because there is a manga inside these, and it tells you how to read the specific kanji. And I like that they give you sample words and meanings and how to use them. And I think that's really nice. And of course it shows you how to write them. So that book there was for grades 2 through 4. And this one here is for 1 and 2. So this one is pretty much the same as the book you just saw. And with the 2nd grade there is no manga. It just has sample words that you can use with the kanji and maybe like a little visionary to help you memorize it. The first kanji draw books I'm going to recommend are these basic kanji books. I actually used these while I was in school still when I was learning Japanese. I really like these books a lot. These are very helpful and they're always really good to go back to even after you've finished the book because it's just a good overall review. I like that they give you plenty of exercises and visuals to help you memorize them. So, for example, I like that they show you to guess the meaning of the kanji by looking at the visuals. And then they show you how to write it, and they give you the onyomi and kunyomi readings. And I like that they tell you what the difference is between onyomi and kunyomi. And that has really helped me out a lot in figuring out how to read each kanji. This is a yomi renshu reading exercise. So they just basically tell you to write down the hiragana or furigana on the kanji, and then they give you like a little test to do to see what you have learned. And here's a visual that they showed before. They give you tons and tons of reading and writing exercises, which is so important, I think anyway. And the one thing I actually did with this book is I found a PDF file of this book and I printed out some of the pages of the exercises that they provide in the book. So here is the first exercise in the book and I just wrote down the answers here. And I just put the writing exercises together in the packet here, and I just filled them out. And some of them I don't really know, but that's alright because I'm still learning myself. And I was able to fill out most of it, which is awesome. And here is writing exercise 1. So this is how I did the furigana. And it's very rewarding knowing that you have actually learned something. And this one is actually one of my favorite exercises. Well, writing exercises. And I liked this because it shows you the radicals and or how to use radicals kind of in the kanji. But I think I got that one wrong. It should have been he as in like the sun. Don't know why I put hito. But then again, I was only running on maybe 5 hours of sleep when I did this. And this one I haven't really done yet. For some of these I actually removed the English, so I could actually just think in Japanese. You can use Photoshop to remove whatever you don't want so that you can focus on what you want to learn. And I actually did that with some of the kanji, where they had some kanji, like for denja, they had the kanji for den, but I wanted to force myself to learn how to write it. I just removed it with another block in Photoshop and just covered it up with a blank one. And I believe the same thing happened with Shogako. I did that for several of them. But anyway, so that's one of the things I like to do. So I did lessons 1 through 5, and I still don't think I finished this yet. I still got a little bit of work left to do, but I've been able to fill out most of it from practicing with this book here. And the way I practice is I printed out a bunch of these little practice sheets, and I just continued to write and write and write. Now, I've had this book since September last year, so these are kanji that I've written from like Doraemon kanji books, and some I've written from these books here. The book I used, this one here, this is called Kanji Renshu, or it's kind of like a little kanji notebook that you can use to practice kanji. these are really hard to come by in my area, so I didn't really use it that much. I just scanned, like I showed you before, I just scanned it and made myself my own little notebook. And I have used some of the pages, but not all of them. And I may end up just filling this one out. So this book series here is only 2 volumes long, and the first one is a lot easier than the second volume. This one is a little more advanced. I think there is a little less visuals in this one. It's mostly just writing exercises and reading. They do have some English in here, but mostly just for learning vocabulary and directions. But mostly I think they are trying to enforce you to think in Japanese. Like this, in this unit here, you can see this is all in Japanese. As the book progresses, there is a little less English, which I kind of like because I really want them to make me think in Japanese. And that's why I really like these. I think I've ranted enough about them.